we're trying to be unique and stand out and, you know, like have people notice, you know, it's just trying to add something new. Hi, I'm Jackson Ripley, and you made it to Miigwitches Brew on the Fond du Lac Reservation. So every morning when I come in here, I make myself what you'd say a cortado, which is 2 ounces of espresso and 2 ounces of milk. I'm usually pretty talkative the first hour or two with most of the customers that come through.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
What are we doing today?
I just enjoy people coming by and just talking to me and tell me where they're from, what they got going on. It's not always necessarily about, you know, having multiple drinks I'm serving or trying to sell them on whatever, you know, just that's my favorite part, I think. And I've noticed that keeps people coming back, especially when they come through and I say, oh yeah, hey, how'd your day go with this? Or what happened last week when you went here? Or, you know, like those kind of things are the things that businesses miss now. That's something I try to incorporate because I've been doing marketing for so long and interacting and personalities and like just talking with people, being human, I think is the best thing. I know.
Well, hey there.
Well, hello. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
May I please do a maple latte?
A maple latte. Would you like that iced or hot?
Iced.
Iced.
Iced for a hot day, yes, please.
Yes. So in 2002, I moved here from Albuquerque. I was working in casinos, and when I moved here, I met my wife a couple months after on a blind date, and here we are. Like, was it 2025 now? So during that time period, I'd been doing a lot of casino marketing, and did that up at Fond du Lac Casino, and was stay-at-home dad for a while. And then during the pandemic, my wife was looking through Facebook Marketplace and she found this coffee shop for sale. And so she said, you want to open a coffee shop? And we said, well, we'll learn about coffee. And so I spent those 2-3 years like going to the University of YouTube, should we call it? And learning everything I could about coffee, what's right, how to do it. You know, it's not just grabbing a shot and, you know, there you go. There's actually science to it, I guess, you know. I get my coffee out of Dream Cloud Coffee Roasters up the shore, just in Two Harbors. I had met the owners, Charlie and Emily, 2 years before after we bought the house and it sat, and I was talking to them about, you know, just things that I need to keep in mind, you know, what I needed, you know, espresso machines, ice makers, you know, what they were doing, how they were doing it, just trying to get information about what were best practices. And along the way, I was of course drinking their coffee, and I was like, can I ask you if when I get this up and running, can I have you guys roast coffee beans for me? And Charlie was like, yeah, sure. So it took 4 years, granted. We did the slow process of like, okay, put some money here, we'll pay for this, we'll pay for that, you know, and with some help of friends and family and, you know, just trying to do a little bit here and there. We finally got up and running last year in 2024. A friend of mine, that my best friend, he passed away a couple of years ago. He passed away, unfortunately, before I got to open this. But he was always talking to me about, oh, you're gonna open up this coffee shop. Are you sure this is what you want to do? And his words that always ring through me is, you know, well, if you're gonna own a business, make sure you own the business and the business does not own you. Best part about what I have going on here is I'm trying to incorporate also other tribal members here. We're using Spirit Lake Farms for our maple syrup, which is just over in Sawyer, just around the corner. And then we also have a couple bakers that do baking for us. Bake to Bliss by Lainey. She does a great job with scones and muffins. And then I also have the Sugar Diva. She does gluten-free muffins for me. So in the future, I'm hoping that maybe I can move to a second location, or even a third location, whether it be within the reservation here or possibly in Duluth. Either one, whichever I can move forward on, whether it's here or whether it's in Duluth, I'd want to keep it the same of what we're doing right now. Like, I don't want to complicate it more than what we already have, because I think a lot of people, maybe that's what happens with some restaurants or companies. They start trying to branch out and incorporate more things into their product and who they are, and then you kind of muddle what you have going on. So I think keeping it simple is the best way. So whatever it is in the future, I'm hoping that's what will happen. A little bit bigger, but the product will be the same. I would say you just got to do it. I mean, it was one of those things, like for me, it took my wife to say, should we get this coffee shop? And then now once I'm up and running and we're going and I'm like here doing this every day, it's like, now I don't know what I would do if I wasn't doing this, right? So they've told me that, like, this is the highlight of their day. They come by in the morning and they get to see me smile at them, or they get to hear me talk to them about what they have going on, and then they're off to do their thing for the day. And maybe I'll see them tomorrow, maybe I'll see them next week.
From early morning cortados to the familiar voices that return day after day, Miigwitches Brew has become a place where community is brewed one cup at a time. Jackson's commitment to staying present, supporting local native producers, and keeping things simple shows how a small shop can create meaningful connections. As he looks towards the future and possibly more locations, the heart of the business remains the same: good coffee, good people, and a space where everyone feels welcome.